Hello, and welcome to Pillars of Eternity. Redrick's Keep. Let's continue onwards. It all looks fine. Haven't seen you before.
I shall be discreet.
Oh, right. I remember this place. Let's get out of here. Let's go and take a look. And that's where his wife is. An unfortunate accident.
Lay low.
Speaking of which, I need everyone
Hey.
here. Itomak. No, I might actually send Speedy. Oh, well, she's not
I'm here.
So let's send you.
I'll take a look.
Let him approach, flanked by hostile guards, all of whom regard me with mute hostility. Lord Redrick, the Seventh, observed me from his throne, clad in ornate plate. His eyes have a hollow quality, and there was a pallor on the man's gaunt face that left his features showing straight against the dark and unkempt hair. There was a dagger, discarnate upon one of the stone arms of the throne. A thick crimson rivet worms its way down from the blades and past Redrick's fingers, even as he leaned forward to regard me with a piercing gaze. Thought he'd be better looking, even in toady inbreeding. Though his face is calm, you notice Ether's hand, starting towards his weapon, as though with a mind of its own. It seems I have you to thank for the chaos spreading through my keep. I half expected some invading army.
It is unlike Kolsch to hire mercenaries, or foreigners for that matter. And you are not one of mine, so I cannot accuse you of treason.
Okay, something about this voice seemed very distorted. Redrick's voice was low rasp, his gaze fixed upon me. He smiled grimly, flashing white teeth. His fingers closed loosely around the pommel of a dagger, as if to ascertain if it is still there, and then flinched away. Perhaps he ought to have considered such tactics sooner. You made short work of my guards. His eyes narrowed. They were good and loyal servants, loyal to my coin, if not to me. They deserved a better fate than you gave them. Did they, though? It was not your choice. It was theirs. They could have just, let me pass.
What has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he had any resources to his name, he would not covet mine. And if he had any honor in him, he would not have tried this here, now, when I have lost so much.
Kosik is your cousin.
Oh yes, we are kin, he and I. He was raised within these walls, in fact, privy to all the privileges our family had to offer. But a greedy man always hungers after more than he receives, however bountiful. I was eldest, heir to the stewardship of our lands, and he was not.
The legacy brought chaos with it, panic and despair. Kalask took advantage of that chaos, creating division in our ranks, luring loyal men and women to his cause. Good men, good women. Redrick's gaze diced them for a moment, and then he glanced at me, and his lips curled. He fled the keep in time to hole up in the wild beyond the village, to play up being a commoner, and court favor with the people. And while he plays the conqueror, the Vale suffers. Families, traders, oh. I do not have enough men to guard the roads and defend us from Kalask's incursion. Both my attendants suffers, and so my government, my family. Nor can I make effort necessary to bring about an end to the curse, if we are beset at all hours by his treasonous plot. And what have you lost? Point to the dagger. What happened there?
A just sentence.
Redrick turned his head slightly to regard the dagger. There was a sudden, careful stillness in his expression. His voice wavered. In that moment a pang of grief crossed his face. Ygritte knew. She hid verses from me. The tokens. She knew what I would take of them. The scattered guard poisoned her against me. Made her deaf to my instruction. Only when our son was born, that hollow thing, that monster, then we both knew what her crime had wronged. Redrick turned a blissful look upon me, jaw working face flushed and splotchy with emotion. It could not stand. He brought up a hand, suddenly towards the temple, obscuring his face. What does Kalask know of sacrifice? He would indulge himself. Let us succumb one by one and suffer Baron's punishment until the final soul goes to the keep, and never to return to the Gilded Vale. Is but the barren land. Gilded Vale to suffer under rule? Yeah, no it doesn't. Kalask didn't send me. Did he not? Or do you throw his name in my feet to spare yourself? He's counting on you all the same. A distraction at the very least, and an able killer at best, so long as he can use your presence to his advantage. He relishes the opportunity, striking where he can from the shadows. Kalask lacks the strength to see the matter done, so he relies upon stronger allies.
You are a pawn in Kolsh's designs, and he has kept his motivations from you for a reason. I wonder if you understand what it is you do, or what you might accomplish if you were better informed.
An offer?
You have proven your competence in your way, and had I such an ally, we might together put an end to Gilded Vale's woes, lift the curse once and for all, and in doing so, return us to a life where such strict measures are not necessary.
Okay, let's hear what you have in mind.
Good. The stakes are too high for rash action. Be assured Defiance Bay will hear of your assistance to me.
Oh, like I care. You are in a position to put a swift end to this rebellion. I have washed too many resources to Kolsh, and paid the cost for it. Kill him, and I can refocus my attention upon this blight. Between the priest and my animances, we can determine a cure. My family will be the last to suffer from the legacy. I don't know, I think it's nice that someone's there to distract him from killing the rest of my town, even if they are not the best neighbors these days. He has doubtless attempts to play with the lies, hoping to put you in his side. He will permit you to approach him so that he might work upon further, and then you will have your opportunity. Very well. I'll find Kalask and put an end to him.
Good. You will not have to look far. His camp lies in the wilds past Gilded Vale. His scouts watch the roads and warn him in advance of my forces. But you should have more luck. Deal with him, and then return here.
If you think that when I kill him I won't turn my blade on you, you're sorely mistaken. But still. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Lord of the Barren Land, I spoke to Frederick. Kalask can be found within the wilds known as the Margins Fork. Let's go there. See to it that Kalask will never cause chaos to anyone, ever again. Alrighty. We have 3 days to resolve an attack. I can do that. At some point. 16 hours of travel. Merchant's Fork. This shouldn't be that difficult. After all, he did lie to me. I bet he's inside there. Ah, the helpful stranger, I'm glad you've come. You have news of us. Strange, you have not had words from the keep. Have you succeeded in Redrick's death? You lied to me. Lied to you? How have I deceived you? Redrick's filled your head with poison. He's no fool, nor would he miss an opportunity to turn my ally against me. Was it convincing then, this final desperate effort of a man who saw standing before him an end to his years of cruelty, the whole of his family worshipping Ealthas before the Saints' War, and now he strives to make up for their misplaced faith by shedding his mercy. Whatever he has told you, Redrick's crimes are real. He will go on murdering his own people, his family. What manner of lord is that? He lacks the honor of a mad dog. Well, I don't think that's exactly what you were supposed to say. You lied to me. I don't take kindly to liars. I am so sorry. I could not convince you, my friend. I will see to it that you are given a proper burial. Tag down. Atomak. Make sure he dies. Kana? He's yours. Focus on the mage. Ah, brilliant. Go and help him.
Yeah.
Take down the priest.
Let's end this!
Take him.
For to call!
Reputation with the Gilded Veil was lost.
Let's see what lies this way.
A fine saber. Well, it could have been so much worse. I don't think he even scratched any of us. Well. Roll damage type, yeah sure. Let's keep on moving. As I was saying, I do hope the game allows me to say, yes, he is dead. However, my task is not done, for I wish you to vanish as well. Or something like that. After all, there are just so many things I need to do. Ooh, someone closed the door. Didn't think I would return. Didn't much care.
Have a look at this.
Kursk is dead, and the uprising with him. Dead so swiftly, the new have succeeded where a great many have failed. That my captain were left so efficient. Yliel owes your debt for you removed the greatest obstacle in its restoration, and rid me of a presence horned in the process. Pay my debt and have a sword that handed down within my family for generations. It is yours. May it serve you well in all your future endeavors. First you will be paid. Now, I would bury my wife and look to the future. We have a great deal of work to do before the Yliel is truly safe. You have my thanks for yourself.
Following your lead.
Itmak. Right, everyone. You know, these armors are so similar when you're looking from that angle. Defender. I want the priest dead. Now. Two hits, that's all it took. I was hoping the puppy would survive, but it's not a great loss. Reddick doesn't have a sword anymore.
That didn't work. Need to try something else.
Hey everyone, focus on me. You can't use that for some reason. Focus on this one. Oh, thank you.
Dead on.
Well, this was fun. Doesn't seem like the Archmage has anything on him that I need. Perhaps I should rest. Let's return to Cadnula. Rest and deal with that attack. Perhaps in that order. Or perhaps not. We'll see. I actually have to ask. Doesn't seem like we actually earned reputation with the Gilded Veil after killing him. Such a pity. Alright, let's move out. I think I can handle the mercenaries without resting.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Let's try it, shall we? Let's resolve this. Any mages here? There is a ranger. No, that's our guy. This one. Take him. Oh, since we are gonna rest anyway. Did that even work? Grace, hit and crit. Unconscious, all of them.
Something?
Keep those attacks on. Circle of protection. Everyone focus on this one. Let's use that. Barely injured still. It's our guy again. Seems like our line breaker is doing quite well. Let's summon the dragon. Oh, by the way. No, it wasn't you, it was this guy. Let's take a look at this, shall we?
Explode and rock! Consider it dead.
These are some high-valued
I'll deal with this
mercenaries.
one.
Very good. Very good indeed. Will you allow me to loot their bodies this time, I wonder?
Better indeed.
A fine plate.
Yes?
An Inquisitor's hat, apparently. An exceptional leather armor. Exceptional aquabus. I have a new weapon for you, mate. Now keep the bow for now. You can have that. And what about this armor? It certainly does look fine, doesn't it? Not on you though. It actually seems like some of my defenses are going up with this one, and I like it more. Making it exceptional will be easy enough. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with that. Anyway. Oh, we have gloves, right, of accuracy. No one can use them. Can stay here. Justice. This sword was once used by a paladin as an executioner's blade during a long-forgotten crusade. Over the years, the paladin slew countless heretics, and as time wore on his favor slowly turned to fear at the unending evil he saw growing in his homeland. Tired of the myopic and ineffective approach of his superiors, the paladin swore to cleanse the corruption from the hearts of his people, and took it upon himself to execute any who consorted with harlots. After finding a heretic hiding within a small village, the paladin put all the inhabitants to the sword. For aiding a sinner. That night the paladin woke to his sword being driven through his own chest, having been betrayed by his own men, who were guilt-ridden to their own complicity in these atrocities. This large sword seems to be covered in rust, but on closer inspection the brown stains on the blade are in fact dried blood. Apart from the size, the sword seems plain. Its only ornament is hidden under the black leather wrapping on the crystal, where an image of Whitaker has been etiquetted. Scratched on the ethnics and the etching indicate that someone once tried to clumsily remove it. No, that's rust. What kind of sword is this, by the way? It's a fine sword, so is it better than this? Yes, it's basically the same. Slashing, piercing. I'm gonna allow you to have this crushing damage on for now. A fine warbow. An exceptional greatsword. You can keep that for now. I'm gonna let you have it. Right here. Amazing spirits. Okay. Before we rest, let's read the book. The Many Faces of Barra. I think we already read that, didn't we? Or maybe the priest told us. No, we haven't read it apparently. How fitting that we know that the god of cycles, always mortality and inevitability as Barad, while the Valians know this very same god as Cyrano. For if nothing else, Barad teaches us that duality exists in all things. There is life in death, and death in life. Embrace the duality, and you honor Barad. In the ruins of El Glamfad, Barad is depicted in the form of two semi-skeletal figures, one male, one female. Bound I knew, and I knew a bound. Literally life in dead, and dead in life, in a Glamfathian town. Male and female, inside and outside, life and dead. We often think of Barad by imagining two sides of a coin, or the two endpoints of a journey. It is said that Barad has been most petitioners of every god, and he is likely true. Who amongst us has not prayed for the cycle of Hiccup, who has not in a moment of sadness yelled at Barad to make an exception for our fallen loved ones? Barad will not rescue our loved ones, but in answer our prayers it is own. Divine way Barad is the god that makes life end in death, and it is also the god that makes death end in life. Barad, Kirano, Bilnan, Agno, Ibaunan, whatever the many names you prefer to use, deserves our prayer, for it has given us the promise of life's eternal renown. Okay? This one I definitely read though. Senior ranks, there we go, the rebellion. And you are? Nasitak poetry. Animancy in the Saints' War, Wilden's Legacy. I am the scripture, okay. Restore minor endurance. Great spell. The Master Below, The Long Hunt, Battle of Yarnwood Field, Siege of Craton Code, Yarnwood Field.
Indeed.
And where is this guy? An ogre shaman has been terrorizing the countryside around Elmshore. Elmshore. Right, let's rest and head there. Direwood Cross. Stormwall Gorge. Elmshore. I don't believe we can see it from there. The Burial Island. Elm's Reach. I bet it's someone over here. Let's go to Calvan Rillag then. That's where we need to finish our quest for the main story. Oh, seriously? Again? Can I even go back for that time? Also, did any of my Harlings died? Few of them did. Avenger of Scowl. Gives you security, but takes down prestige. You don't know who that guy is. A blooded thug. Duhamel thief. This one seems like a good idea. Warden of the Wilds. Go with this guy.
This is the place. My big brother's last battle. I wish I could tell you what we're looking for.
Eder scanned the lush landscape before me, in all directions. He pressed his lips together.
Anything from that battle, I guess. Whatever 15 years of rain hasn't buried. You see my brother's ghost, you give me a holler, all right? Nice and quiet.
Glamphatian hunters. A man stood before me, his face smeared with green and ochre dyes. Hides and furs covered his body, and he held a spear in one hand.
Extra more.
He bared teeth that have been filled with fine points. Back to your village, Estamore. You're lucky the three-tusked Stagler hunt. Other query today. The three-tusked Stagler. If not the toughest of the Glamphatian tribes, the three tusks are certainly the most belligerent and uncivilized. They tame Staglers and ride them into battle, which tells you everything you need to know about their subtlety and self-preservation instinct. Have the farmer grown too fearful to even mention our name? We are the fiercest of the 6 tribes about Glamphat, and we are the guardians of the momentum here. I'm looking for a group of people who may have already entered the ruins. So are we. That is why we wait here, Estamore. That is why I have decided to let you leave in peace. Very well. I'll be on my way.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Too recent.
Funny. 12 times 27. Take this. Orlan's Brandle Ring. Damage reduction to pierce. Defense against hobo struck paralyzed. That ring is not very good. Now we should probably go and take the Tsar. But first we should probably kill whatever bandits are attacking us. There were specters, and of course that one ghost that I don't like at all.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Yeah, I know. That's the first time you said that, by the way.
Safe travels.
Okay. Barrowed left the stronghold. Are you level 10 now? I honestly don't know. Take this. Tactical mode connects the mind of the cipher with an ally to gain the ally's knowledge of his or her enemy, bestowing an attack bonus upon the cipher towards the enemy the ally is attacking. User plus 20 accuracy when attacking the same enemy as a target. Okay. Well, we might actually retrain you either way, so... Psychic Backlash invokes relatively strike, stunning an enemy whenever they target the cipher's will. Once per encounter. Okay, if you're gonna use a blunderbuss, what kind of weapon do we need? There we go, a ruffian as well. 6 accuracy, go ahead. I say as well because I'm using the ruffian. Among the kind wayfarers, in the event that members of the Order die of natural causes, it is customary that the paladin request burial in dangerous place that is difficult to reach, and fulfilling their lost comrade's request. The other kind wayfarers forge new paths that others may more easily follow. When the elder paladin, Admant the Fur, died, his brother and sister set out for Redflower, in a remote eastern part of Redcrest, but they never reached their destination. With so few kind wayfarers left in the part of Western Reach, the Order has reached out for assistance in recovering their comrade and helping see them to their resting place. The road to Redflower Lake turned out to be even more dangerous than the elders of the kind wayfarer had expected. They believed that the attacks against Adman Delfar's funeral procession had been carried out by ogres instead. Instead, the Tsar and the kind wayfarers initiated discovered Eophists, twisted two-headed ogres of incredible size and ferocity. Recovering the paladin's bodies was costly, with 5 more initiates dying in the process. In the end, the Tsar and 7 kind wayfarers reached Redflower Lake. There they held a service for Admant Delphar and the others that died to make their way to the summit. On the way back down, the initiates placed marked chariot along the trail to indicate when it had been cleared by the kind wayfarers, and what cost. Defense against weakened. Once per rest, you can recover some endurance. Once worn by Adam Delphar, elder paladin of the kind wayfarers. They were a gift from other members, gift with brackets, of the Orders for your help in laying Adam's body to rest near Redflower Lake. The boots are so incredibly worn from the lifetime of travel that they appear to be on the verge of falling apart. Despite this, they are incredibly strong and comfortable. Right. Oh, inside the castle. Okay, no, stay back. Good. Now attack. Special mission for you. Attack there. This one gives roar damage. Use it. Focus on this guy.
Ready, Watcher.
Well, you. Good try. Goes the big one. Attack this one next. Thank you. This one's your enemy.
Ready, Watcher.
Where's he, Tomac? Oh, okay.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh, come on, dude. Hey, Tomac. Try to flank him. Not bad, but I think we lost something. And again, I couldn't loot the bodies. Oh, great. Them I can loot. Oh, right, the London bus. Forgot about it once more. Damaging 2. Yeah, sure. You can have that. No one else is using it. Right, let's take a look at the boots. Okay. Well, I don't have boots, so I can wear these. It said that they are comfortable, so I'm gonna trust it. Right. Let's get out of here.
Better indeed.
You're gonna comment every time we exit the castle. You can bet that's gonna get real tiring real soon.
I'll stay out of sight.
Okay. Everyone stay
I'll
there.
see what I can find.
Sagani,
I'm here.
why don't you go and ask them to let us pass?
I'm here.
But the fighters never listen. Okay, get out. Oh. Never gave me a chance there. You're serious? Use that. Actually, can you escape over here? Then run. Come on! Oh, come on! Thanks for that game. Okay. Detonate this one. Are you seriously gonna do this again? There, he's dead.
You're not.
You alright, Sagami? -4 constitution. You can
I'll take a
survive
look.
that.
I'll take a look.
The male and female pair are often used in Barad iconography. If I recall correctly, they represent the god's cycle-changing nature. Oh, so that's a female skeleton, is it? Yeah, makes sense.
Slow and silent.
Is there any other place we could have walked? Here, apparently. Well, you know, it was an accident. Honestly trust Sagami to be able to escape there. My bad.
Nothing over here. I guess they cleaned up real good after the battle. This is embarrassing. I think I...
We'll find something, don't worry, Eder.
Hey, something metal in the ground. Over by that boat.
What boat?
Get some rest. We head inside first. These ruins are claimed, friend. On your way.
No need to get riled, boys. We're just passing by.
Look at his talisman, Pag. Eothasian.
How about that? A godless sack of shit. We got a blazing corpse worshiper on our hands.
Actually, they never found the body.
Only reason for the legacy is because the Duke doesn't got the guts to see you all slaughtered. The gods want you dead. Me and Pag, though, we done our part during the purges, didn't we, Pag?
Seamstresses?
Make your cracks now. Got no god or homeland to avenge you. By Magrin, this'll be short work.
Do you always swear by your god when you do the devil's work?
Doesn't matter who it was for anyway. Country's better for the purges. Maybe we start a new purge right here.
Oh yeah, you two definitely stand a chance. I want this one dead. The one with the mouth. I want him tortured. Oh, apparently he is not gonna be tortured yet. Hey guys! You! Attack! You! Know what that was all about.
Yeah?
That's not very helpful.
That didn't work! Need to try something else!
Paralyze this one as
I'm
well.
here.
That's a weird cover if you ask me. Whatever.
They were right. That was short work.
Quietly now.
They were also foolish enough to expect me to be defeated by someone like them. Honestly, they were too stupid to live. Exceptional breastplate. We already had one of those for you, didn't we? I maybe should have checked that, but I really like how she looks with the turban and that armor. I don't know why. The tip of some metal object produced from the mount where a river slid. With both hands, you and Ada begin digging into the mud until the object is dislodged. I closed my head around it and pulled it from the wet earth. The object was steel, circular frame, about the size of my fist, and even pointed round the segments. Jagged point jut out like tongue of flame and rays of a rising sun. The sun's center was the carbon sinkhole of a Valor's plant.
I've seen these before. They top the standards of Raid Ceres. Or did when Weidman was alive. Well, it's something. Just not sure what it gets me.
Maybe Dunran Rowe will know something about it. He shrugged. It's a thought. A lot of people would have touched this. Standard bearers of position of honor in most places, but the Redskins actually took the fighting for it was a hard, serious bunch. It's not a lot to hang hope on, but hey, we are lucky to find anything at all. So, it's back to Defiance Bay, I guess. Let me spot my brother's bone lay around on. Confined supplies. If we need to rest, we can use those. Broken bridge lies before me. Most of it appears to have crumbled into the river centuries ago, leaving two jagged edges on either side of the water. I saw a yawning passage into the mountain on the other side. I might be able to jump across the gap, but I'm not gonna try to because we don't need that. The entrance is cleared, and by that I mean we killed everyone. We might need to send you on more quests there. Alright.
I shall be discreet.
Quietly now. Oh, these are some decent ruins. Hello, Tro. Quick, run away.
Yes.
Now take it down. Go a little bit closer. No. 3 hits and 3 crits. Yeah, that was a pretty decent shot, I'd say. Oh, by the way, right, we don't have the arquebuses anymore. Silly little troll.
On the hunt.
How can people of virtue resist the profane and lawlessness? Where can the elm dig its root that the storm cannot wash them out? I don't know. Another one. Ichmak. And the Tsar. You know. And ooze. And even bigger ooze.
Hey.
And there you have it.
That's for my friends.
Itomak, why don't you take this? You there, sir?
That didn't work. Need to try something. That's not very helpful.
Great.
Keeping an eye out.
Like I said before, I love feeling strong. that marble? It's very cool. Well, we are not going to jump over that. Okay, keep running.
I'll take a look.
Keep running. This way.
I shall be discreet.
Just be very careful, okay? A slump lurker. Two of them. You know what? I think we can take him.
I'm here.
Is one of them down? Almost.
I'm here.
A little bit closer, please.
Die!
That's a good boy. Alright, everyone.
I'm here.
That didn't work. Need to try something else.
Doesn't seem like they can actually pass through here.
That's for my friends.
That's it.
You seriously are amazing with that thing. No, no, no. Oh.
That's not very helpful.
Die!
Get on.
Okay.
Good shot with this.
Go back a little.
Die!
You sense the pain. Do it again. Only 40. Was that a grace?
I'm no help here.
Well done. Also, it's my good boy. I owe you a bone or whatever you foxes
Nice
eat.
and quiet.
Savages massed at the gate with their arrows and swords and spears, yearning for conquest and plunder. Their chieftains and warriors feared not vengeance of God, nor the wrath of their enemies. Death would not punish them. Now this looks like an exit. Oh no, it was lump lurker. Get back. Look. Bone. Eat. Let's see, how close can you get before you actually turn see? Oh yeah. One crit though. Otherwise he would be dead after the first shot.
Quiet.
Look at that, a secret. Valoon. Of course there'll be druids here. Okay, Tumak. Helpers. Still alive? Who's that? Me. Okay. Damn those spells. Eder. Take him. Corrupt druids. Okay, attack here. Thus it was the Tsar that killed him.
How may I help?
Not much of a choice. Can you use that on yourself? No.
At once.
Not good.
Oh, you pathetic little...
That didn't work. Need to try something.
Healing received goes down.
Slow and silent.
Okay, did not expect that to happen. Honestly did not.
Not a sound.
Oh great, one more. Honestly love the blunderbuss in this game. Why don't you go here and block the door? Well, there goes one of them.
Get off!
That's it. This thing isn't doing the job.
How can you not love her?
Get off!
Well, he's never gonna walk again.
Die! Nice and quiet.
Can I actually ask to have sneak attacks with the blunderbuss or those backstab? I may have
I'm
to
on
try
the
this
trail.
out.
Quiet.
Black O's. There's one of you. Still lit?
Get on!
I'm here.
Nothing I can do!
Almost killed him with a shot.
I shall be discreet.
That was close. Why don't you take
All
point?
done.
Well, fun.
I can do that. All done.
Oh no! Big, scary, walking armor things. And they all missed. That's sad.
That didn't work. Need to try something else.
You know, it's fine.
Can't get a good shot with this.
There's one of you dead.
That's not very helpful.
Die!
Nothing I can do.
Oh, that's just adorable.
Can't get a good shot with this.
Stand together.
Ooh, nice hit.
I'll
And yes,
see
they
what I
do
can
have
find.
resistance to piercing, so maybe I should have switched those weapons up a little. A tiny animant. Whether experiment or accident, this miniature animant seems to function normally, despite its size. It blazes with soul energy. Sura's super plate. Is that a shield? Drilling always for notion and gold, they were ruthless and fearless. Let's take a look at that shield, shall we? Also, let's have a toy soldier following us, because that's not stupid at all. Now, I prefer my spider. Stolen from the table of an ogre matron, Saura, by Pharaoh Duca, after he infiltrated her compound to assassinate her. Saura's super plate became the assassin's running joke. In the moment of his triumph, Pharaoh pulled the iron plate from under the matron's lifeless head and held it up like a shield. Thinking himself quite clever, he took the plate and several of Saura's eating utensils to a local blacksmith and had the shield fashioned from them. The sharp blades producing from the front of the shield prove an excellent deterrent against foes at close range, and Pharaoh took to wielding it regularly, until he lost his shield, his arm, and his life to Saura's daughter. Oh, how wonderful, aren't you? Deflection, retaliation, eh? I'm gonna keep this shield on you because I think it looks awesome. The armor. You know. Right. This is where I'm gonna end the episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'm gonna see you all next time. Goodbye.